Hey, Defiant 2 here, yet again. This will be attempt number 5 at this video, so hopefully by now I have all my words down because I've done this 5 times. This video is to just kind of explain the assault event. It's not new, but it isn't done regularly, so most people aren't familiar with it and need some advice on what to do. So first I'm going to come over here. If you come to this breeding castle, you'll see all your dragons that you have bred or that you need to breed. As you can see, they start off with your red eggs and all your dragons that you can get for the red eggs, then purple, then blue, then orange, and so on and so forth. Now, when you go into the event tab, keep in mind all those tiers that all those colored eggs I told you about. You go into the season tabs, it's just going to bring up the normal season rewards that you guys are used to seeing. That's nothing new. You come into the breeding event tab in the middle. Again, nothing new. You're familiar with this screen, you're familiar with this screen, and you're familiar with this screen. So that's 2 ways to get into this screen right here with the seasonal dragons. Last, you have the assault tab. You click on that. Again, this is a familiar setup, but this is for the assault event itself. So there's 2 ways to get into the assault event. First is the lower right hand corner. There's a battle tab. And then over on the left hand side, you'll see a battle tab. Both of those take you to the same place, which is right here. As you can see up on the top, you have an little energy box, and you have how many each attack cost of energy. You can refill your energy by pressing the plus button or waiting for the time to reset itself. The cost for the energy chest resets every 24 hours back to 5. So if you want to wait 24 hours to get them for cheaper instead of keep advancing, because I believe the next, if you click on this buy 100 for 5, the next time it'll be for 9. So you go back into this other screen, and as you can see, it says tier selected red. As you can see, it starts off with red base 1, red base 2, and a checkpoint. In order to progress to red base 2, you have to attack and successfully kill red base 1, either 100% or 70%, I believe. These attacks, I believe, you cannot have a higher level backer help you. You have to be able to complete these bases by yourself. Once you beat base 1, you can then move to base 2. Once you beat base 2, you can move on to the checkpoint. Now, either the checkpoint, if I remember correctly, it might just be a claim the prize, where you get to claim the prize, or you might actually have to attack a base. I don't think so, but I can't remember, so I don't want to say either way. Once you get past checkpoint 1, it'll then move on to red base 3. Again, same process. You'll have to beat red base 3 to go to red base 4. You'll have to beat red base 4 to get to checkpoint 2. Same thing with checkpoint 2. Then you get through checkpoint 2 and red base 4, then you can attack red base 5. You'll have to beat red base 5 to go on to red base 6. Now, I have not been able to get very far the higher up the bases are. So I have been able to get to maybe red base 3 or 4, and I can't get any higher than that. For whatever reason, they made those higher bases very, very hard to defeat. So, you can only go so far in the red tier. Now, you can switch. As you can see, there's a little arrow down where it says red. You can switch the tier then to purple and try purple 1, defeat that base, get to purple 2. And you might not be able to complete all the way through each tier's base, but you can still go through each tier and try to win as many prizes as you possibly can. So the assault event is basically you use a dragon of the red tier only. So going back to that first screen I showed you when I started in the breeding castle, those first set of dragons in the red egg column, those are the only ones you can use to attack in the red tier. Same thing with the purple tier. You can only use the purple egg dragons. And so on and so forth. So that's how that works. It's pretty straightforward. You attack the base and go as far as you can go, and using only the dragons within that tier. The next is the prize and rank tabs. I'm not 100% sure how these work, and I'm not familiar with these, but it's basically player ranking and team ranking. So, and then you got your seasonal dragon tier again. So there's 3 ways to get into this screen right here on this event. And obviously you still have your armory where you can get your chests. So that will be all that for the event. Last thing I want to point out is this mission balloon. This is how you get egg tokens, okay? More egg tokens means more breeding. More breeding means more points for the breeding event. As you can see, I just toggled to the eggs tokens because I previously had them on the timers. As you can see, you click that toggle to button and it switches them to timers or to egg tokens. The egg tokens are obviously handy for the breeding event, and the timers are handy for the fort event. So during the fort event, if you're trying to look for more timers because you ran out, here's a good way to achieve that by completing these missions. Also, you can upgrade this the mission balloon in order to up the payout of tokens and timers. So keep that in mind as well. But with that, that's going to be the end of the video. Hope this was helpful, and this is Defiant 2 signing out.